Good day, and welcome to Day 1 of the Namibia Payroll Administration Training Program. My name Annie from Dawood Payroll and Accounting, and I will be your instructor for this course. And over the next 5 days, I will guide you through everything you need to know to confidently manage payroll in Namibia. Today, we begin with the foundations: what payroll is, how it works, and the meaning of remuneration and gross income according to Namibian law. By the end of Day 1, you will be able to explain what payroll is and why organizations depend on it, understand the definition of remuneration and gross income in Namibia, identify all items included in gross income, such as salaries, allowances, bonuses, fringe benefits, and overtime. Identify items that are excluded from gross income. Clearly differentiate between an employee and an independent contractor. Understand the payroll cycle and the role of pay and employer obligations. Let's begin by understanding what payroll actually is. Payroll refers to the total record of salaries, wages, allowances, deductions, and contributions paid to employees. It is the system that ensures employees are compensated for their work, and it must comply with labor laws, tax laws, and statutory requirements. In short, payroll is the financial heartbeat of any organization. Employees' tax, commonly known as PAYE, is the tax deducted by the employer from an employee's remuneration. This amount is paid over to NAMRA on behalf of the employee. PAYE appears on every payslip and is calculated using the Income Tax Act. It is the employer's responsibility to calculate pay correctly every month. Gross income is defined as the total amount of all earnings an employee receives before any deductions. This includes cash payments, allowances, overtime, bonuses, and fringe benefits. If an employee receives it because of employment, it is included in gross income unless the law specifically excludes it. The following items are included in gross income: basic salary or wages allowances, including housing, transport, travel, telephone, entertainment, and subsistence overtime, both 1.5 and 2.0 rates, bonuses, such as performance bonuses and 13th checks, leave payouts, fringe benefits, such as a company car, employer-provided housing, meals, vouchers, employer-paid school fees, and low-interest staff loans, back pay or arrears from previous months or years. The following items are not included in gross income: reimbursements for actual business expenses, payments made to independent contractors, certain field allowances that qualify for exemption, employer expenses paid directly to service providers, such as relocation costs. The following items are not included in gross income: reimbursements for actual business expenses, payments made to independent contractors, certain field allowances that qualify for exemption, employer expenses paid directly to service providers, such as relocation costs. The payroll cycle includes the following steps: input verification, payroll calculation, output, reporting payments, filing, and compliance. Every payroll administrator must follow these steps to ensure accuracy and legal compliance. It is important to distinguish between an employee and an independent contractor. An employee works under a contract of employment, receives regular remuneration, and is subject to pay. An independent contractor operates independently, submits invoices, and is not subject to PAYE. This distinction affects tax calculations, compliance, and payroll responsibilities. Let's complete a short exercise. Decide whether the following statements are true or false. Gross income is the total earnings before deductions. Transport allowance is excluded from gross income. Overtime at 2.0 is included in gross income. A performance bonus is not part of gross income. Fringe benefits, such as housing and meals, are included. Reimbursements are not included. Subsistence allowance is included. Income of an independent contractor is included. Back pay is part of gross income. Employer-paid school fees are included. Here are the correct answers. 1, true 2, false 3, true 4, false 5, true 6, true 7, true 8, false 9, true 10, true. Well done completing Day 1 of the Namibia Payroll Administration Training Program. Today, you learned the foundations of payroll, including remuneration, PAYE, and gross income. In Day 2, we will go deeper into salary structures, Social Security, pension fund contributions, and allowances. See you in the next session.